In 2024, 2 lakh Kirana stores have shut down in India. And by 2030, this number could be as high as 40 lakh. This, for context, is almost 1/4 of total Kirana stores in India. This is an alarming number, something which will put millions of people out of jobs. And the main reason behind this is the rise of quick commerce companies.
Indian quick commerce industry is said to be between $25 to $55 billion.
Quick commerce.
Quick commerce.
Quick commerce.
Quick commerce. Welcome to India's quick commerce revolution.
These companies have cracked the code for convenience so well that a major chunk of the population, mainly in metro cities, now prefers buying groceries from these platforms. According to a recent survey, 60% of respondents in the age category of 18 to 25 now prefer buying things on quick commerce over other channels. And this phenomenon is changing the entire Indian retail market. In addition to many Kirana stores shutting down, even organized retail companies are now being impacted by this. And one company which has the most to lose is Reliance. Reliance is India's largest organized retailer with over 18,000 stores and a presence in every corner of the country. The retail business of the company contributes to almost 1/3 of its total revenue. But this segment is now seeing a slowdown. In the most recent quarter, Reliance Retail's revenue decreased for the first time in many years. And one of the reasons, according to experts, is quick commerce. In fact, quick commerce is said to be the biggest threat to Reliance's retail empire. So in this video, let's try to understand how Reliance is trying to tackle this threat and how likely is it for the company to beat new age players like Blinkit, Zepto and Instamart. Before we talk about whether Reliance can win or not in this sector, it is important to understand how quick commerce became so important in a short span of time. So let's start from the beginning. The quick commerce as we know it today was started during the pandemic. Before this, there were companies like Grofers and Bigbasket who delivered groceries, but their focus was not on time. Rather, it was the convenience of delivering groceries to your doorstep. And as a result, these companies took several hours or even days to deliver these things. This was changed when two teenagers thought of a brilliant idea. Why not combine convenience with ultra-fast deliveries and create a new category? Their focus was to deliver groceries in less than 10 minutes, and they came up with a brand new model called the dark store model to make it possible. And I've talked about Zepto's journey in detail in this previous video. Things like how they came up with the idea and then how they made it possible. So feel free to watch it after this video. I'll provide the link in the description. Now once Zepto introduced this 10-minute delivery model, other players like Swiggy and Grofers also adopted it, realizing that this was what consumers wanted. And in the early days, people were divided on whether 10-minute delivery is here to stay or not. While a big chunk of urban customers loved the idea of instant delivery, there were also people who thought that this is not solving for the users and that it's just a marketing gimmick that companies won't be able to deliver. But the most important criticism was that this model would never make money. And the underlying assumption was that people would not pay extra for this convenience and that they would rather call their local Kirana store and have their order delivered for free even if it takes more time. But fast forward to today, most of these assumptions have proved to be wrong. Not only are people ready to pay extra for this convenience, but quick commerce has also become the preferred choice for a large portion of the population, especially in metro cities. Take a look at this survey by Bernstein. 60% of respondents in the age category of 18 to 25 prefer buying on quick commerce, which by the way is 5 times more than the next option of mom and pop stores, also known as Kirana stores. And as you move higher in the age bracket, quick commerce remains the preferred shopping option for people. And now, even for most brands, quick commerce has become their fastest growing channel. And it is what is driving their e-commerce business growth now. According to a recent report, for big FMCG companies like HUL, Dabur, Adani Wilmar and Parle, the contribution of quick commerce to overall e-commerce sales has increased from around 15% in FY23 to almost 35% in FY24, more than doubled in 1 year. As a result, quick commerce is not the loss-making sector anymore. The biggest player, Blinkit, has already announced that they are operationally profitable, and other companies too now have a clear road to profitability. Now there's a common misconception about quick commerce that it's only for metro cities, but that's not the case anymore. Blinkit and Instamart both are present in almost 50 Indian cities now, and they aim to be present in 100 cities. So basically, they're aiming to capture every tier 1 and tier 2 city in India. These cities are responsible for close to 60% income of the entire country. So clearly, these companies are going for the cream of Indian consumer base. And this set of the consumers earlier shopped from two main avenues, Kirana stores and modern retail chains. I've briefly mentioned the impact of quick commerce on Kirana stores, how in 2024 alone, more than 2 lakh Kirana stores got shut down in the country. And this number can go as high as 40 lakhs by 2030, which is a quarter of all the Kirana stores in the country. Next, in terms of modern retail chains like Reliance Retail and DMart, they are also feeling the heat. Both of these companies have seen significant hit on their stock prices, and according to analysts, quick commerce is the number one reason behind this. According to a Jefferies report, Reliance shut down 1,185 stores in the first 9 months of 2024, which is probably the first time the company has shut down stores on such level. And this is not good news for India's richest man, who is soon planning to break away Reliance Retail from its parent company Reliance and then take it public. And so now Mukesh Ambani has announced that he too will jump onto this quick commerce bandwagon. But the question is, can Reliance win in this sector? I first want to talk about the factors that work in favor of Reliance. The first and most obvious one is Reliance's massive foothold in the Indian market. If you put Reliance Retail next to these players, you'll see the difference. Let's take Swiggy's Instamart as an example, which is present in most cities when we talk about quick commerce companies. Currently, it is present in around 50 cities. Reliance Retail, on the other side, is present in 1150 cities. Next, if we talk about total stores, which are basically dark stores in the case of quick commerce companies and actual physical stores for Reliance, Blinkit has the most dark stores, numbering 639 as of today. Reliance, on the other hand, has over 18,000 stores across all categories like Reliance Fresh, Digital, and Trends. This is a massive advantage for Reliance. Now, the next reason I want to mention is the wider product portfolio. See, up until now, quick commerce companies deliver things that mainly come under essentials. So things like groceries and basic home appliances. They're still not deep in things like electronics, fashion, and makeup. This is where Reliance has an edge. The company has a massive product line in the form of partnerships and self-owned brands. Let's take fashion and lifestyle as an example. Reliance has more than 30 different store brands targeting all target segments. So think of kids apparel, ethnic wear, or budget clothing. Heck, it has 4 different stores just for intimate wear. And these were the store concepts that I mentioned. If I talk about individual brands, Reliance has an exclusive partnership with close to 70 global brands, ranging from Steve Madden to Versace. In terms of its own brands, Reliance has over 80 different brands, which it either owns completely or has an exclusive partnership with. And hence, they are only present in Reliance's store. Compared to this, other quick commerce players are just starting to partner up with fashion brands. And so, Reliance will always have a massive edge against these players, at least in the range of products it has. And the final and the biggest advantage Reliance has is money, where it can outspend all the existing players. One way the company is using the money right now is by giving free deliveries on orders of all sizes. So for example, I ordered this 50 rupees chocolate a few days back. On this order, I wasn't charged any delivery fee or any additional charges. In fact, I got a discount of 10 rupees and my final bill was 40 rupees. And when I tried ordering the same thing on Zepto, my final bill was 134 rupees. It added things like small cart fees, delivery fee, and item handling cost on top of MRP. And this factor is going to be very important. According to analysts, consumers on quick commerce apps compare the prices on different apps before ordering. And Reliance is not only giving big discounts, it's also not charging additional charges including delivery. This could help the company gain market share faster than other players. Another area where Reliance can spend money to beat its competition is by buying out other companies. It already owns a majority in Dunzo, which at one time was one of the leading hyper-local delivery brands in India. In addition, Reliance has also acquired a range of data analytics and logistics companies in the last few years, which will help the company in the quick commerce race. Now, these were the reasons which I think would help Reliance. Now, I want to talk about some of the challenges Reliance faces. Firstly, Reliance Retail is not a quick commerce company. It has the baggage of being offline and operating through physical stores. This is the typical Reliance store, which is meant for walk-in customers. On the other hand, this is how a quick commerce dark store looks like, where the number one priority is to ship the order faster. In the case of Swiggy, Instamart, and Blinkit, their warehouses have been instructed to pack an order in under 2 minutes, and this helps them deliver it in less than 10 minutes. This is not possible for Reliance's stores, which I just mentioned are meant for walk-in customers. According to a Reliance executive, many of Reliance's stores are multi-storied, and items are located far from each other on shelves, making quick packaging difficult. And this is further complicated by in-store crowds. As a result, Reliance stores are instructed to pack an order in under 10 minutes, which is already 5 times slower than the existing players. Because of this reason, Reliance has announced that they will be delivering the order in under 30 minutes. And if Reliance wants to crack this, it needs to give a far superior product selection and cheaper pricing, something which would make customers willing to wait for up to 30 minutes. Another challenge Reliance has is competition. See, till a few months back, the only players who were in quick commerce were Blinkit, Zepto and Instamart, fairly small and new companies. But now the sector is heating up with the arrival of players like Tata, Amazon and Walmart owned Flipkart. These players have years of e-commerce experience and deep pockets to compete with Reliance. And this makes it very interesting to see how Reliance executes in this hyper competitive market. Are we going to see something similar to telecom wars, or is it going to be a different scenario? Let me know what you think. Will it be a smooth ride for Reliance, or is it too late for the company to enter into this segment? Share your thoughts in the comments and I'll see you in the next one.